Okay, this is my week 3 recording for MLG. This week I'm playing Phil. Um, yeah, uh, I'm just waiting on him to challenge, so in the meantime I'll do a quick run over of the matchup and my build. Phil has an interesting team, quite a defensively orientated team. Probably I put it as like a semi-stall type of build, um, which is kind of a pain in the ass. It's quite difficult to break, and it's very difficult to consistently force progress against this team. Uh, but I'm also just like I'm not too worried. Not that like I have easy ways to break his team, but in the sense that I'm just trying to have fun with this league. So I'm just gonna take like my thoughts when I saw this team was I was just gonna take some fun sets. They could be hit or miss. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just gonna have fun with it. So uh, in terms of the things that I thought looked relatively good here, I thought guard looked very good against their stall team. The only downside with guard is that uh, he can chip it, and it doesn't take much chip at all. And then I'm in range of banded Dugtrio, and once he picks off my guard, that's basically like my most reliable way of forcing progress. I definitely have other options, but like I said, I'm not trying to sweat this out too hard, so I was just having fun with it. So in addition to guard, I was like, okay, I want this Spitter Ferrothorn because it's a semi-stall team. He has some non-stall components, some Pokemon that are actually capable of putting off a lot of pressure, notably Greninja and Raikou are the main two. So I wanted a reliable check that could do an okay job at keeping them at bay while I just have all my other mons who are just going like guns blazing. um, so yeah, the Spitefero should be able to do that. Bullet Seed to help with things like Subraku, and then Leech Seed just to help pressure things like Scum and maintain its HP throughout the game. So I thought this was quite nice. And then Hazards I thought would be useful if I can get them up pre-Mega or if I can stack him after I force a kill on Mega Sableye. So yeah, that's cool. Next is this bulk up Swampert, one of the more interesting sets that I had in mind. If you look at his team, he doesn't have a whole lot for bulk up Swampert. He has two unaware mons, both of which effectively wall it. But if you look past the unaware mons and Whirlwind Skarmory, then there is potential for this set. I just like that it's okay against his offensive Pokemon. It's decent at sitting up on Sableye and punishing picks. And then I can abuse things like Torrent Waterfall to flinch down things like Clef Quag, and I can pressure Skarmory. Now, did I make it Curse or Bulk Up? It's Bulk Up, yeah. So I'm relying on flinches against Skarm as well, I think. I was considering a Curse set where I was slower than Skarm, but I didn't want to be slower than things like Clef, so that I can maintain my sub. Okay, that's a challenge. Yeah, this is just a Silvally Electric, pretty simple set. I thought this looked pretty good considering his ground type was Dugtrio, um, with sub to allow me to set up on things like picks. Uh, so yeah, this is a cool set. It's very bad against both unaware Pokemon once again. So I'm hoping I can force through them with like things like Swampert and my last two. Chatot, sorry, Brain, come on. Spiritomb, I mean. Simple banded set. I think I'm creeping Clef. Yeah, in this set, like outside of Kangaskhan, he doesn't have a great ghost resist, so I thought this was very cool. And I had some cute ideas with grudging Clef, and if I can grudge its Moonblast, then he doesn't actually beat Per or Silvally. So if he's only relying on solo unaware Clef, then that could be good for me. And I can also just like Poltergeist chunk something, and I can also trick Skarmory if he decides to try to answer this consistently with that. And I mean, okay, Banded Scammer is not that easy to switch into, but it's easier to kill, and that's the main concern. And then we have this Citrus, yeah, dual stab, plot taunt, Chatot, which is very good here. Even though it doesn't like easily take on his unaware Pokemon with taunt, I can force through Clef, and I'm pretty sure it's just naturally strong enough to shred Quagsire. Um, so yeah, that's the team. He has to bench something. I haven't sweat this too hard. So yeah, should be fun though. I have some fun Pokemon. At least it should be an entertaining game. Uh, National Dex Dynamax. Okay, have fun, bro. Okay, switch timers. Okay, let's see what he's taken. No Quagsire. Okay, that's kind of what I hoped for. With no Quagsire, the Silvally looks very, very good. Since its ground type is Dugtrio, or limited to that at least. No Skarmory. Oh, that's awesome. Because that means that ground spam from Swampert is going to be very, very effective, and it also means that Chaddock can put off a lot more pressure. It also means that he doesn't have the greatest Gardevoir switch-ins. I do have to be careful. I assume he has some tech on his pegs to punish. So that's an interesting thought. The Spiritomb is also freed up a little. If I could trick the Clef, that would also be good. Okay. I'm not sure what he'll lead. I anticipate it's probably Rocks on Dougie. I don't like Rocks Clef on Storm. I feel like you want it to act as some type of win con, but I'm not the store player here, so who am I to say what he takes? But in general, I feel as though Swampert seems like a reasonable lead. If he leads Greninja, I'll probably have to switch because I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk getting Skull Burnt or Grass Knotted. Man, my throat is so dry. Far out. So yeah, and I definitely don't want to waste Gardevoir on lead. I want to position that very meticulously. Um, so yeah, thinking per lead. Yeah, looks fine. The one thing I had in mind with the Pert lead was how does it match up against Sableye Mega? Yeah, it's a roll to live knock. It's not ideal. So I mean, I could just lead God to punish that and hand over some fake out chip. Nah, do I really want to do that? That will, fuck it. Okay, this is ideal. Put my sub up. Hopefully he's not something crazy on this pick so I can break my sub. That would be quite unfortunate. He really doesn't have a whole lot to switch into this. As he clicks T-Spikes. Oh, well, this worked out pretty well. This is like the only thing that was like super fucked by T-Spikes. I'm gonna click Bulk Up. You think he's unaware Cliff? If he's not unaware Cliff, I mean, this is kind of raps. But let's find out. Or Earthquake this turn. Oh no, he's not unaware. That's not good. That shouldn't have done so much. Hold on. I need to not throw this. Actually, is that timer even on? No, I forgot to put it back on. My bad. Oops. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. Just to see if it's even possible for this to be. Yeah, it's technically possible for this to be. I'll just Earthquake again then. So it just kills. Oh my god. I'm never switching this out because as soon as D-Spike hits it, I am fuckaroonied. So he just goes out into Raikou. Now against Raikou, I'll click sub. As he misses the toxic, that's unlucky. My bad. Yeah, I was thinking he was fishing for a skull burn. If he hits the toxic, that's fine. I can just earthquake spam. Maybe that was a stupid play on my part. He could have sub-stalled me. Yeah, ridiculous. Can't believe I thought that was the correct play. Just throw out a waterfall there. Cool grin set. Yeah, but now it's over. I always sub on this. So you click Shadow Ball. I click Earthquake. I'll just Earthquake again. Sure. I'll click Bulk Up this turn. I'll click Earthquake again. And again. And now I'll click Earthquake on the picks. GG. Oh my god, I'm such a dick on this game. God, what a shitty Raikou player, and he doesn't get rewarded for it. God, I suck. Ah, it is what it is. My bad, bro. Yeah, interesting. Definitely mattered. Most obvious. He pretty clearly has the tools to stall out my perk. I guess, and it's such a bad mistake too, because I have nasty plot shadow in the back. So it's like, where was the need for me not to just take my Raikou kill? It just opens up my next logical win con. What was I doing? And then he goes like, and generally how I think I should have played that is that after that I can just bulk. I assume he goes Sableye to try to stall me out, so I start bulking up on the Sableye, Earthquake spam, and then get my Torrent Waterfall off to kill it. And then it leaves him with Pix, Dougie, and Grin. Force a kill with Guard, ideally. It's hard to force a kill with Guard because I assume he was Gunk Shot Greninja. I mean, I should live a life with Gunk Shot. And then there's also the fact that I just have a straight up Silvally that gets poisoned, so he can't burn me, which is very scary for him. Interesting. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sure I have that one if I click Earthquake, but there's a potential that I don't if get enough value out of this Swampert to ensure a victory if by clicking Substitute, so it's a definite throw. Obviously, there's so much that could have happened that it's like obviously he still has win cons, but it was definitely an accuracy, so my bad. I got uh I got rewarded for a shit play. Happens. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully we'll have a better game. Yeah.